Liverpool look to end their recent slump, but high-flying Leicester are up next for them on Boxing Day. Chelsea welcome informed Watford to Stamford Bridge in Gus Hiddink's first game as interim boss. Former FIFA official Eugenio Figueiredo has been taken into custody in Uruguay. Weightlifting world champion Alexei Lovchev is the latest Russian athlete to fail a drugs test. And Richard Gasquet is out of the season opener in Qatar. He could also miss the Australian Open. Stay with us. Welcome. Liverpool face a tough challenge in their bid to get back on track in the Premier League when they host leaders Leicester on Boxing Day. The Merseysiders have gone 4 games without a win in all competitions and face the Flying Foxes, who haven't lost in the Premier League for 10 matches. Reds boss Jurgen Klopp has heaped praise on the visitors.
And they deserved the run they are in. So that's it's a good defending we have, and it's nearly perfect counter-attacking football. That's really quick, high quality. Luck with injuries, that you don't have too much. That's what you need in situations like Leicester's now. But there's big respect for Claudio and yeah, for the whole squad of Leicester, because they are doing really well. And if you not play against them, what we have to do now, it's easy to enjoy.
Liverpool have taken 12 league points in 9 games since Klopp was appointed, the same as his predecessor Brendan Rodgers managed in 8 games. With January looming, well, the Reds splashed the cash.
We try to be prepared all the time, but this window in January is not the easiest one. So there are big prices on the market and things like this. So I'm not the biggest friend of the January transfer window, but what I always said, if we have to react, we will react. That's normal.
Liverpool are without Martin Skrtel, but Dejan Lovren and Simon Mignolet are available. Robert Huth returns from a ban for Leicester, who haven't lost on the road in 12 league games. Chelsea begin life under interim manager Gus Hiddink with a home game against informed Watford on Boxing Day. The Dutchman was drafted in for a second spell in charge at Stamford Bridge following the sacking of Jose Mourinho. The former Netherlands boss first took charge for the final 4 months of the 08-09 season, winning the FA Cup.
As a matter of fact, I shouldn't be here halfway the season, because it's meaning that things are not going well as foreseen in the beginning of the season. But anyhow, I'm glad to be back.
Whilst delighted to return, the 69-year-old has called upon the players to look at themselves in the mirror as he stamps his mark on the club.
Well, yesterday I talked fully to the squad, and of course we talked a little bit about the past, why I'm here, yeah, the reason why we are down on one hand, but on the other hand I told them, well, things happen in football and I want everyone to look, or here or at home, in the mirror, and not just 2 seconds but longer, to see what anyone can from now on can contribute to the way up.
The champions could welcome Eden Hazard back from a hip injury, while Watford, who've won the last 4 games, are without Nathan Ake, who can't play against his parent club. Manchester City will look to bounce back from defeat to Arsenal when they welcome struggling Sunderland to the Etihad. City have lost 3 of the last 5 league games, with Manuel Pellegrini's position as manager under the microscope this week. City have been strongly linked with Pep Guardiola, but Pellegrini just wants to focus on Saturday's game.
Christmas, by the way.
The most important is to try to be focusing game by game. The next game, of course, is Sunderland, and we must first try to beat them here at home. That never is an easy game. And after that, thinking the game that we play against Leicester. I repeat, we lost important points against Arsenal. I said before the game that was a game of 6 points, but it's not a decisive game. And I repeat, you never win the title in December.
Captain Vincent Kompany is expected to be back for City, as are Pablo Zabaleta and Fernando. Yunus Kabul is out for Sunderland, but Jermaine Lens is available. Second-placed Arsenal go to Southampton in the late kick-off, knowing a win on the South Coast would put them top if Leicester failed to beat Liverpool. Elsewhere, Manchester United are aiming for a first win in 5 league games when they travel to Stoke in the early game, while fourth-placed Tottenham host Norwich. Former FIFA Vice President Eugenio Figueiredo has been jailed pending trial in his native Uruguay as he faces corruption charges. The 83-year-old, who was also the boss of CONMEBOL for 2 years, was one of 7 football officials arrested in Zurich in May. He agreed to be extradited to his home country instead of the United States and was taken to an initial court appearance straight after arriving in Montevideo on Thursday morning. If convicted, Figueiredo faces 2 to 15 years in prison. Weightlifting world champion Alexei Lovchev has been suspended for failing a doping test in the latest controversy to hit Russian sport. The 26-year-old, who holds the 105-kilogram world record, gave an A sample that produced traces of a banned substance. He has said that the International Weightlifting Federation's decision to ban him has a political motive and is willing to take a B sample to prove his innocence. Richard Gasquet has pulled out of the season-opening Qatar Open, which begins on January 4th. The Frenchman, the 2013 champion, when he beat Nikolai Davydenko in the final, aggravated his long-standing back injury in an exhibition this month. Gasquet is also a doubt for the Australian Open, which begins on January the 18th. England begin their 4-match series against South Africa in Durban in the first test on Boxing Day. The hosts are ranked #1 in the world, so this will be a major test for an England side who are missing seamer James Anderson. Chris Woakes will take his place, while Alex Hales will open the batting with Alistair Cook.
I think it's a brilliant place to watch cricket, and that makes it a great place to play. And we know the dangers in their team. Any team with De Villiers, Amler, Steyn and Moorklin are going to be dangerous, and we've got huge respect for them as a team. But also, like the lessons we learnt in the Ashes, we're not playing the men, we're not playing De Villiers the name, we're playing a batsman and a ball. So I think that's what we took strength from in the Ashes with the likes of Mitchell Johnson and Michael Clarke, and that's something we'll carry into this series.
South Africa lost 3-0 in India in their last series, so they'll be keen to prove their #1 status at Kingsmead. Vernon Philander is out for them, but Dale Steyn is back from injury to lead their attack.
For us, being at home probably is a huge advantage for us, being at home at least for the remainder of the summer, which is wonderful. I think both teams have had some challenges in the previous series. But you know, being at home is always great for us, and we've got a good record being at home. And obviously having Dale back in our team, and so I would think that we're in a good space. But starting the first day or the first game would be extremely important for us to set the tone for the rest of the series.
England have won just 1 series in South Africa since 1991 and have just 1 win in 15 overseas tests. Now, with just 1 week to go before the Dakar Rally, Sébastien Loeb is hoping to add another crown to his gleaming collection. The most successful world rally driver of all time with 9 titles, the Frenchman also has a second-place finish at the 24 Hours of Le Mans to his name and has chalked up 6 wins since joining the WTCC circuit in 2014. The Dakar Rally is next on his list. Well, things are going pretty well, for sure. Nothing is as important as experience in this race. Some of these guys have been racing for 20 years, whereas for me it's a new adventure. We're going to see something different with my partner Daniel Elena. There will be unexpected moments for sure. It will be difficult, but we're motivated. We'll do our best. We'll just see what happens. Yeah, we've given him some advice. We gave him our book of knowledge on Dakar. Seb learns very quickly. He's trained with us. He did a tough driving simulator. We tried to put him in a tricky situation, but he and Daniel Elena did extremely well. They have the ability to think quickly. They should make a lot of progress, I think, very, very quickly. Stefan Peter Hansel is the most successful competitor in the history of the Dakar Rally with 11 victories, 6 in the bike category and 5 in the car, while Nasser Al-Attiyah will be going for back-to-back wins in the car category. Loeb is also setting his sights high. I want to produce a good performance. I don't just want to finish 68th, for example. But I don't have a particular ambition, because in Dakar you can be good, you can drive well, and then suddenly you can lose 10 minutes because of bad navigation. We don't really know the routes. We're going to discover something new. So we'll just have to see what happens. It's very difficult to have a clear idea about what we can do. Well, I'm sure he'll be fantastic during the first week. The first stages will remind him of the route in the classic rallies, even if these stages will be a little bit longer than perhaps he's used to. I'm sure he can do great things. But then he'll discover the real Dakar. Sand, rivers, mountains, altitudes. It will be very tough for him. He'll face problems he's never encountered before.
It will take a long time, you know, because if you see the history of Dakar, you need to have 5-6 years until when you win Dakar.
The 2016 Dakar will feature mountainous terrain, arid desert and severe altitude through Bolivia and Argentina. Loeb's debut in the rally, alongside WRC converts such as Mikko Hirvonen, can boost Dakar's profile. Well, it's fresh blood, isn't it, in the Dakar field, which will make it more competitive in the future. It's very positive. Our field of car drivers is absolutely exceptional this year. I think we have the best drivers in the world in traditional rally and rally raid, which is very satisfying. Loeb will compete for Peugeot and is accompanied by longtime co-driver Daniel Elena, who's helped him win all 9 WRC titles. Can the 41-year-old upset the established Dakar Rally order? The race begins in Buenos Aires on January 2nd.